I am GamerX, and today we're discussing two new topics. One is going to be the new Star Wars Episode 7 trailer and the new Avengers Age of Ultron trailer. So, let's get to it. Alright guys, we are 8 months away from Star Wars Episode 7 hitting theaters. And quite frankly, this is going to be like the best Christmas gift for any Star Wars fan out there. It's like the perfect timing. However, there are a few things that I'm concerned about. One being, what's the story going to be about? If you saw the new Episode 7 trailer, you see Luke going, I have a certain power, I have it, my father has it, and now you have it too. Does that mean Luke Skywalker's son is going to be a part of this film? We don't know for sure, it's all speculation. Not to mention, we see someone passing over what appears to be Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber to somebody else. So, it could be Luke giving it to Leia, Luke giving it to his son, Luke, even Mary J. Skywalker. We don't know for sure yet. Also, the Rebel Alliance. How do they play out in this movie? Because obviously, in the new trailer, you see a bunch more of X-Wings. And, X-Wings, amazing. So we want to see how that plays out. Another part is, how does the Galactic Empire, or the remnants of the Galactic Empire, how do they find their way into this movie? Because obviously, it's not the expanded universe. We already know that for sure, because if that would be the case, Chewbacca would be dead. Obviously, he's not, so that means they're not going that path, which is a good thing and a bad thing too. Because the expanded universe covers a lot of different stories, like Kay Skywalker, Darth Krayt, all that, but we're not going to get into that. That could still play a role in future films, but we don't know for sure. So, everything there is still up in the air. Alright, another thing about Star Wars Episode 7 is, what does Darth Vader's role play in this film? Because if you see it in the new trailer, you see his, the remnants of his old helmet. Plus, what does the new Sith Lord have to do with all this? Is he a forgotten Sith Lord from the Clone Wars? Is he a forgotten Sith Lord from 4,000 years ago during Knights of the Old Republic series? Is he part of the Old Republic series? We don't know. Obviously, probably not that far along. But we still have no idea how the new Sith Lord and his lightsaber plays out. I mean, I wasn't really a huge fan of the broadsword lightsaber, but it looks pretty awesome. It's a new twist. We've seen double-bladed, we've seen single hills, we've seen short lightsabers. So that addition is also questionable, but we're going to see how that plays out. But as far as what I've been hearing, the only way Vader can be back is either by a flashback or as a Force ghost. So those are the two possible scenarios. Obviously, we are 8 months away from finding out. Obviously, we don't know the entire story, although obviously the original cast is back. We've clearly seen Han Solo at the end of the trailer, which was like the climax of the entire thing. So obviously, Star Wars still has a lot of unanswered questions that we still need to know about. Personally, I think J.J. Abrams has got this movie down to a T and has been very quiet about it, which is great, because obviously the more things that are told about it, the less hype of the movie it is. Because obviously that's all we have to go for is the hype of the film. The more stuff you let go to the public, I think kind of ruins the premiere. That's just my opinion. But I'm still going to watch it regardless. So, I want to know what you guys think about Star Wars Episode 7 when it comes out later on this year. Yay, nay, indifferent about it? You have any questions, anything you want to know particularly? We do know that Boba Fett's still alive. That was confirmed by Disney, and you have to have a Star Wars film with Boba Fett. Only question is he part of the... Is he going to bring the Mandalorians back? Is he going to side with the Galactic Empire or the remains of it? Will he side with the Rebel Alliance? We don't know, because it's not the expanded universe. So there's still a lot of unanswered questions there. I mean, who isn't a fan of the Fett? Seriously. It's freaking Boba Fett. But regardless of that, there's still lots of unanswered questions, and we're going to see how this plays out. So, that's my take on Star Wars Episode 7, based on the new trailer. So, let's see how it goes. Alright guys, so we are about a week away from Avengers Age of Ultron. Now personally myself, I'm a huge fan of Marvel movies. Not big on DC, we'll get more into that later. I really want to see how this movie plays out, mainly because I want to see that big battle between the Hulk and Iron Man. I mean, they showed like a few they had shown a few clips of it, and it looks awesome. But then again, we don't know the story. It's only a trailer. Another thing I want to see about the new Avengers is the confirmation of Spider-Man by Disney. I guess Sony and Disney are now compatible with each other, and they're gonna use Spider-Man in future Marvel films. The only question is, I'm sure we've all seen that new supposed trailer at the end, where clip at the end, where Spider-Man is talking to that guy cleaning the building in front of the Avengers Tower. Obviously, we don't know if that's real. Everyone says it's fake. Personally, it looks too genuine to be a fake. If it is a fake, it's a very good fake and very convincing. I mean, personally, Spider-Man is probably one of the biggest characters in the Marvel Universe. He's easily going to be their main mascot, so it makes perfect sense to put him in the Avengers series. Everyone says, no, it's going to be in the Captain America 3, the Civil War. I mean, we all know that series is coming. Infinity War comes out in 2019, 2020. I think it's 1920, I'm not sure. But we're talking about the Avengers right now. The fact that they brought back everyone back from the first movies, which is great, and they brought back Aaron Taylor Johnson as Quicksilver and Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch. Now, we'll see how they go, because you've got Kick-Ass, who's playing Quicksilver, then you have the third Olsen sister, who's playing the Scarlet Witch. I don't know how they're going to play out. I think Taylor Johnson will do a great job. Olsen, I'm not sure. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's hot, but so is Scarlett Johansson. But in terms of the Avengers, it's definitely going to do a bigger box office hits than the first one. But as we all seen with sequels sometimes never live up to the first. Unless you're Star Trek Into Darkness, which basically blew up the first Star Wars. Trilogies are also a big to do because usually 1 does great, 2 does so-so, if not better, and 3 usually drops the bar, like Spider-Man 3. But we're not going to go there. That's Sony screwing things up on their part. But I want to know what you guys think about the upcoming movie Avengers, because I think it's going to do a big box office hit. Obviously, it's a summer movie, so everyone's out, everyone's going to want to see it. I think awesome.